You think you think it would.
It does when the video is done and it gets uploaded. If you're going to tweet it out, there is
Oh, there it
a
is.
link that it does give.
Yeah, the share link or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, I just pulled up the chat and I didn't even have it up when I resized your window. That's why I had to resize it before. Then I have the chat up. Skype chat. Okay, gotta fix that.
What's that link for? In the
In the Skype chat, that's the link to tweet out.
Okay, it doesn't show it's live.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, it says the stream is offline.
As soon as I get your window fixed, I'll check it out.
But the one that was tweeted out works. So,
Oops. There. Just do that. Save time.
alrighty. How's that? I'm mad. Some, I don't know, spam account followed me, and they have one tweet from 44 days ago that says just setting up my Twitter, hashtag my first tweet, and they have 1,356 followers. A spam account, or I'm assuming it's spam because they got one tweet from 44 days ago, and they have 1,300 Twitter followers. It's not right at all. Like, it's not. No, it just followed me, so yeah, it increases mine, I guess.
Okay, stream status. Hmm.
Don't know what to tell you.
Neither do I.
It's a Deadpool, right? No,
Deadpool. Damn. That's a movie.
Fox is in a world of hurt because they're gonna make Wolverine rated R, and I don't think even a R-rated Wolverine is gonna do as good as Deadpool did.
Nah, just putting R rated onto something doesn't make it, better. Deadpool, that helped. That really did help. But just making everything R, nah.
Well, they see how well, that's their thing. It's Fox we're talking about.
Right.
Deadpool did so well because it was not Fox had barely any input in Deadpool.
And you can tell just by the way they made fun of Fox.
Over and over and over again. Yes. Who do you think should be Cable?
um, I'm trying to think of an older guy who's just.
There's the Stephen Lang, who is the guy from Avatar, that general villain.
He could work, yeah.
He's actually campaigning to be the role. There's um Kira Knightley. No, going back to the but anyways,
What when I was thinking, I was like, what could the after credits thing be? I was thinking, I was like, it couldn't be anything other than um, Ferris Bueller.
yeah.
I was right.
One name I've seen that I'm 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 letting it marinate. Um, Ron Perlman.
Maybe,
That's why I said I'm letting it marinate. I'm thinking
maybe.
maybe because I could see him interacting with a Deadpool character pretty well. And Ron Perlman has range. He really does.
Yeah.
I've seen him play goofy roles. I've seen him play, stone cold serious roles.
True. Very true. Very true.
And we know he's never going to do, Hellboy 3, so we might as well. I'd like to see him do some other comic book role.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's I don't know if you saw my tweet about Deadpool's opening weekend.
No, I missed it.
Not only is it the highest grossing, like out of the Fox's comic book movies for opening weekend, it's the highest opening weekend for any Fox movie.
I thought it was the highest rated. It was the fourth highest
No,
opening weekend.
any, not rated R or any Fox movie. If you look at the
No, no,
opening
Marvel.
weekends,
The fourth
uh,
rated Marvel opening weekend.
it might be, but I'm just saying all of Fox's movies they've ever had. Like, Fox does more than comic book movies, of course. They do tons of other stuff. I thought that was the more impressive stat.
Yeah.
That it's not only, Fox's biggest comic book movie, but it's their biggest opening movie movie.
And I bet the execs who just gave Ryan Reynolds money just to shut him up is just kicking themselves right
Well,
now.
they didn't have a choice when it wasn't him, it was the internet when that leaked. And he had
Right.
a interview
Who do you?
with
I've heard rumors that it was Ryan Reynolds who leaked it.
Yeah, because he had an interview. I think it was with Jimmy Fallon where he was talking about it, and the way he said it was only a few of us. I know it was one out of like four of us. Him, the writer, the director, whatever. And he said, "I'm 70% sure it wasn't me." So you know. Okay. I mean, it's on track to be the highest grossing rated R movie of all time, I think. 2 weeks, it's already halfway to, it's, um, yeah, about halfway to number one. Hasn't even been 2 weeks, has it?
No.
Yeah, so man, I think it's projected to make like 60 something million next or this weekend. So that's still pretty good. Do you see the real quick? Well, I just mindless talking to just to get people in, maybe give them time to come in to watch. But did you see the video about all the Easter eggs in Deadpool? Where is it?
Is it the length of the entire movie?
No, it's 8.5 minutes.
I will say this: best Stanley cameo.
Best Stanley cameo. Best. That's what I was thinking too. There you go. 100 Easter eggs in Deadpool.
Only 100?
Well, and 100 that he was able to, you know, figure out in the short time he did.
Oops.
Alrighty. Untapped. Okay. Alrighty. You ready? I'm ready.
I'm good to go.
Okay. Welcome to episode 249 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from the geeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as casual terror.
And week 2 of recording live on YouTube.
Yup.
So far, so good. Knock on wood.
Right, yeah.
So, let's see. Let me turn that notification off. I just got something popped up in my ear in my headphones. But anyways, let's see. Stuart, what have you been up to?
Well, today, as of this recording, uh, Danganronpa came out on Steam, which is a murder mystery visual novel.
It's an anime.
I Yes, it's a
It,
Japanese game.
yes, well, it was an anime. There's an anime that was came first, right?
No,
No,
the anime
the
came
anime was
after.
after the game.
Yes,
Oh, I did not know that.
because I want to say the anime was like 2013, but the game originally came out in 2010.
Oh wow. Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting then, because I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
the
you
anime.
right, and there's so much just not in there. And I could tell even watching this, oh, this has to come from a game. Um, I I have played that. I finished that. Uh, and I wrote a review. It is up on our website right now. It took me 32 hours to finish.
Whoo! Wow.
Yeah, I was kicking myself last night because I played like I was like, okay, I know I'm at the end, so I'm just gonna run through and just try to get this thing over with before I go to bed. This was 10 o'clock. Okay, I'm like, all right, the last trial is coming up. I can do this. 4.5 hours later, I'm still sitting there clicking through dialogue.
Wow.
Yeah, that end, like you think you're at the end, and you're like, fuck no, this is going to take a long. Okay, again, I need to explain the game first. Like I said, it's a visual novel, so lots of dialogue, lots of reading. Um, but where it comes into like a game comes into it, there's a murder that happens every so often because these 15 students are trapped inside their high school, and they're trapped in by this unknown person, and their avatar, you can call him, for speaking with them is a monochrome bear. Like he's split in half, half white, half black, and he tells them, in order to quote graduate and get out, you have to get away with murder. So, and then throughout to get them to actually murder each other because they're not doing it the way he wants them to, he gives them motives every now and then. You know, one time it's money, one time it's threatening friends on the outside world, that kind of a thing. Um, so yeah, and then once the murder happens, you have to look around the school now for clues on who did it. And after you've collected all the clues, because I like that it gives you the chance to get all the clues, and not just like, oh, I missed one and I cannot get that vital clue now to solve this mystery. No, it waits till you get all of them, which I like. And then you are put into this class trial.
So it's not like the anime. We let you get all the clues you need.
Right? Yes. I've after playing this, I went not really after, but while I was playing this, I went back and kind of watched like the first bit of the anime. This time dubbed because I first watched it subbed, which is
It's pretty good
also
dubbed.
a review. Mm, the game has a different cast, and I think it's so much better. Like for instance, Monokuma, the bear. Oh my god! After playing the game for so long and then going to watch the anime, it's a different actor. It just like that's
Oh,
not
so there
right.
is voice work in the game, okay?
There
Right?
is voice work,
Okay.
especially during the trials. That's where a lot of the voice comes in.
Okay.
But before that, it's like before every dialogue option, it's huh? What the? You don't say. And then like nothing was about that is in the text. It's one of those kind of things.
Yeah, the in the dubbed anime, the voice it was kind of irritating, but I thought it kind of fit the character
No, it doesn't.
to where I mean you don't like that character. You don't like the bear.
Uh, the voice actor in the game is so much better. Like his
Okay, I'll
voice
have
is so
to
much
check that
higher.
out.
His voice is so much higher. And there's other characters that that changes the whole character completely. There was one character. She was a goth like Ollie chick. Her name was Celeste. Like in the anime, in the dubbed version, she doesn't really have any kind of an accent. But in the game, she has a French accent, which I think changes her character completely. And yeah, just a lot of like character choices were made. And I went back and actually read my review of the anime after I finished the game, and apparently I was confused on the ending because apparently they got there too damn quick.
The ending was confusing in the anime.
Yeah, that's I'm not confused after playing the game because, like I said, it took me 4.5 hours to get through that last bit, and they do a
Okay.
lot of explanation and exposition and stuff like that.
Is there still the crazy animation for Like the
Yes,
punishments?
that matches.
Okay, because that was, I think that was the coolest part of the anime for
Oh
me.
yeah, there
It
were
was
scenes that matched,
okay.
shot for shot, style for style of the game and the anime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that stuff all matched.
okay, because those scenes were really, really good in the anime.
Yeah,
At
actually,
least I thought so.
the game itself is a little bit more like that itself, because when you play, like you see like a character just kind of standing in a room, and you can click on him, and you can kind of turn a little bit, not do a full 360, but more like 15 degrees kind of a turn, and you can see they're like 2D kind of people just kind of standing almost like cardboard cutouts. Yeah, I really liked the art style of the game, a lot more than I did the anime. It matches just so much better. Um, but yes, during this trial, um, like there are different kind of sections and like different kind of mini games to call them, that happen during this. One is called the nonstop debate, which it kind of goes in a circle, and and the characters kind of spit stuff out, kind of what they know, kind of what they suspect, that kind of stuff. And because of the clues that you found, they're now called truth bullets, and kind of as they're talking, their text is kind of floating on the screen, doing flips, doing weird stuff that stuff that might distract you from if you were actually reading is as a subtitle. But uh, every now and then the text would be yellow, and that's something about that is weak. It's a weak point of that conversation, and it might be you have a piece of evidence that confirms that's a lie, or there's a contradiction there, and you shoot that truth bullet at that lie, and yeah, there's no one just called Hangman's Gambit, which is it just gives you a phrase or a word, then it gives you a couple things of text, and you have to pick out the missing letters. As they kind of float up on the screen, you have to shoot the right letters. I suck at that because I'm terrible at guessing what the word they want is. And then there's also like a rhythm mini game as well, where it's like it's a one on one. They call it bullet time battle. It's on one where basically the other person is just saying, "You're dumb. You're wrong. I don't believe you." That kind of stuff, and you have to kind of shoot them down in rhythm. So it's kind of cool. It's fun. It can be kind of frustrating at times. You're like, I know what the lie is here, but I don't know what to use to contradict it. I know I have a piece of evidence, but I don't know which one correlates to that piece of evidence. Like which one of these short phrases to use as a truth bullet. And then sometimes the characters are just so dumb that it really makes me upset on how dumb they are, and they're trying to figure out a murder. Hey, there's one where they spent a good first part of the trial trying to confirm whether one of the people there was a ghost because they thought that was the person who died. Like, oh no, you're a ghost. No, she's standing right here. That's a ghost. So then we had to actually debate that and come up with clues to debate that she was not a ghost. And even though she was standing right there. Like, are you serious?
Okay. But I guess despite the flaws, you gave it a 9 out of 10, right?
Yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 10. I
Which
did
still
have.
check out his review because it's he goes in depth in it, and
It's a quite a long review actually.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm skimming through it and while he's talking and stuff like that. So definitely check it out if you're interested in it. Would you recommend people play it first or watch the anime first?
Play it first, because the anime, like I said, the anime goes so fast because it's only 13 episodes. So you have to fit this 30 to 40 hour game in 13 episodes. So you're gonna cut out a lot of character development and kind of like, oh, I can see this coming. I can see this murder coming. And when in the anime, it just happens.
Alrighty.
Um, and the sequel is also coming to Steam. So that's I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, hopefully we can get you a review code for that too.
That'd be great. And then sometime this year, the third one comes out, like in like you know in Japan and stuff. So it'll be about 6 years before it comes on Steam.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully, you know, the since the anime's out over here, and I assume the anime was uh I don't know. I just assume it was popular
No,
enough.
it was not.
Not over here.
Well, no, I don't know about over here, but over there it was not. So that's why the sequel was never made into an anime. It's because it and even the creator said that it just does a poor representation of kind of what putting a game in an anime. It doesn't lend itself that well because you have to shorten it and cut some stuff out, and because of that you have to change some characters a bit.
I thought there was a sequel to the anime.
No, there was
Huh.
a teaser for it at the end. At the
Okay.
end, there was a teaser for it, but it didn't happen.
Maybe it's the third game that I saw something for.
Yeah, the third game. There's been news about that. About a couple months ago.
Uh, where's the chat at? There we go. It says it's anime. So are they doing the? I get maybe they're doing the game and an anime together
Maybe.
because this Wikipedia page says anime.
Interesting.
Uh, yeah, a
All
second
I know
anime series. Yeah. So yeah, it's the
is the Danganronpa 2 was not made into an anime.
yeah they're making the third one into an anime because I don't know. Maybe it was popular here in the U.S. or I don't know. I don't know, but so that's interesting. But yeah, be sure to check out his review on our website
Yeah.
if you're, if you're interested and if you're, an anime fan or uh, you say it's a visual novel, but it's kind of like a mystery game too, right? That's the
Yeah, but there's a lot of reading. Like I said, there is some voice acting, but there's more reading than there is voice acting.
alrighty. Anything else?
No. I bought Rocket League, but I haven't had a chance to play it.
Oh, Rocket League is fun. I bought it and then I immediately got a review code for it. S- That happened with Destiny the Taken King as well.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I think I was gonna give you the code, but since you bought it, I probably giveaway.
Sure, yeah.
So, stay tuned, for that. We'll announce it on the site and our Twitter page. So yeah, stay tuned for Rocket League for Xbox One giveaway. It's pretty fun. I'm terrible at driving games,
My sister
or
said it's hard because she's playing it already.
I'm
She said
terrible at
it's hard.
I'm terrible at driving in games, period, not just driving games. Um, well, I mean, I say that, but I've never driven anyone off a cliff like some people. Um, which
Ace.
we talked about that a couple weeks ago, on in a game night, and Ace was like, "Man, Casual Terror was just I've never heard him that mad before. Man, he was so mad."
I don't remember being mad. I really don't. I don't remember being mad. I just remember it happened.
I guess you were mad because he was talking about it, and Blue was kind of like, "Oh yeah, yeah," backing him up, and I'm like, I guess Stewart was mad. Like, I guess
I
he
don't
was
remember being
upset.
mad.
I think you were making fun of him.
Most
I know that,
likely.
most likely,
Most
yeah,
likely that's what happened.
yeah. But we were talking about that a couple weeks ago in one of the game nights, and thought that was pretty funny. But it's it's interesting. Your sister says it's hard because I was expecting it to be really hard, and also because I'm terrible at driving in video games. I don't like to drive in video games, but
You don't like to drive in real life.
I don't like to drive in real life, if I don't have to. But rock I don't know, there's something about Rocket League. It's fun. I expected to I don't know, I expected to never, hit and make a goal, and I last night playing with a couple friends, I made a bunch of goals.
Hmm.
You know, I'm I was doing well. We were winning. We were doing all. I mean, it's crazy. There was like points where I would be, I'd be I'd be heading towards the ball, and then my teammate would be heading towards the ball, and he'd make a movement or whatever, and end up like pushing me into the ball that pushes the ball into the goal, stuff like that. Where it was like, just and it's fun. It's a fun game. It really is. There's so many crazy stories and moments that I can see coming from this game. I mean, a couple instances from last night, like there was a couple like the one I just described where it was like, we pushed, we would set each other up, you know, and then it's like I hit the ball over on the side, and it's like, oh, it's about to, and then like, so my teammate like hits it in because he sees me about to hit the ball, and I mean, it works. It seems stupid, and it's been so overhyped. I was afraid it was not going to be as fun as it's been overhyped. It's pretty fun though.
I'll probably play a little bit tonight, probably.
I mean, it's soccer with cars. That sounds like it shouldn't work, but it totally does.
Totally does, yeah.
Have you ever
And it's
played Rocket League?
no, I haven't.
Yeah,
I
I got a code on the PC, but I never played the PC because everyone who I knew had it on the PS4,
hmm
and I don't have a PS4. So, but yeah, it's pretty fun. So I definitely say, you know it's something to look into if you're looking for a good fun game to play with friends. It's $20. I think that's if I didn't have so many people or know so many people who were picking this up like day one, I don't know if I would have picked it up, to be honest, just because that
really
price alone. $20 is kind of high, especially since it was, of course it was PlayStation Plus, but it was still free for PlayStation
right.
for
And
that
next month
first month.
it'll be one of the Xbox free games.
I don't think it will. I think it being free for I think they don't have to, because it being free for PlayStation that first month, because
hmm
PlayStation Plus, it built so much hype up, and the fact that it was only it was only a PlayStation or PC game, Xbox players couldn't get it. They kept hearing about it and hearing about it, and it just was just publicity for them. So it finally comes out, and then everyone's buying it because they've heard so much about it, and it's like we finally get this game, Rocket League, that you know won all kinds of awards last year and stuff like that. So I think they don't have to. Like I was hoping they would, but as a business side, looking at it as business point of view, there's no need for them to, because the people who are interested in it, for the most part, they're gonna pick it up because it's
Right, yep.
finally on. It's finally on the Xbox One.
Right, and that's why we picked it up.
Yeah. So I just $20 is just I don't know. $20 is and I'm just afraid these games are getting more expensive. You know, the standard, for something like this used to be 10, then it used to be 15. Now it's 20 for games like this scale, you know, cuz
Right.
Rocket
If
League's
if it didn't have the hype it had, I don't think it would be 20.
yeah. Well, I think it was 20 before. Well, actually, someone I talked to brought up a good point. You get some of the DLC stuff in it that you had to buy, on PlayStation side.
Ah, yeah, okay, there you
So
go.
there is some stuff you get. I did just remember that. But Rocket League's pretty fun. I definitely recommend people check it out. I'm might try to stream it. I'm this weekend because I know there's going to be a lot of people wanting to play it this weekend.
Hmm.
Um, I'm hoping because I don't know if you knew this, but the podcast community, when around the time it first came out, they had a tournament, a Rocket League tournament.
Really?
Yeah, where it was like press A to listen versus everyday gamers, stuff like that. They were teamed for the different podcasts. Boy, we would lose so fast. Actually, we don't even have a third.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. I was
I
like,
think it was three v
we have to
three.
pull in a ringer.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, hey Knox, you were on our show.
Right? Yeah.
Or I don't know. We don't. That's the thing. We couldn't do that because we don't have a third.
Right.
Even like we don't even have a third on the website, not let alone the podcast. So, um, yeah. Anyways, Rocket League's pretty fun. Something else that's really fun that I've been playing, the Division beta, the open beta.
Right. Which is downloading right now for me because I forgot all about like. Oh yeah, it comes.
Oh,
It's
you
open
should have
today.
downloaded it last night or
Uh,
yesterday. It was available yesterday to pre-download.
well, actually, I had it. I could download it a month ago. Actually,
Uh,
I could have kept it down. I could have kept the beta downloaded.
I assume there's more to it. I assume it's a there.
There is.
There
I was
seemed like a
just
lot
looking
more.
at a list. Um,
What was
there's
the
a new.
last part of the you said there used to only be one mission to do?
Yeah, it was
What
opening
was
up the hospital wing. I know you can now open up the tech wing.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just looking. I was just looking at a list of the things they changed. They upped um, the NPC rate in the dark zone. They fixed bugs, of course. They added some dialogue choices to a couple of the side missions. Um, you can now open up the tech wing, which is another mission.
Did that. Yeah. That was a pretty fun mission.
I haven't done that mission. That's a mission I haven't done yet.
It's a lot easier to when you're playing it with friends. I ended up joining Blue and Def Prime. Um like right after I had done that, and we ended up like redoing it and stuff like that, and it was a lot easier doing it with other people than doing it
Do they
solo.
uh, in the alpha? They the highest level person. That's the level that mission was. Is it was the same?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know whether they had changed that or not.
It's still easier, with more people though, even though
Right,
it
but
may be a higher level.
when you're like a level 7 and you're helping somebody with that Madison Square Garden level mission, which is like a suggested level 4, and the person you're running with is level 4, it's a little hard for them.
Yeah. But I mean, that you expect, level 7 the scrubs. I'm level 8. So,
See, I think last time I during the last beta I got to level 10.
I heard you could get to level 30.
Sure, if you play nonstop.
I think Def Prime said he was level 30 in the first, but he's all hyped for this game. He is just all kinds of hyped, I've heard. But I'm trying not to get too hyped for it cuz I mean, it could have the Destiny effect.
Right, but we've played the game now. And we can see that there's going to be more content.
That's what a lot of people who played the beta of Destiny thought. I didn't play the well I have like I don't know, like a minute. I think literally like a minute, you know, of or a couple minutes, whatever of playtime in the beta. If I look on, my Xbox, whatever, I think I loaded the beta up for some reason and I never played it. But yeah, for from what I heard, people, you know, look were talking about how looking, when they did play the beta of Destiny, they thought, "Oh, this is so great. This is fun. This is amazing." And this is just the beta. I wonder what the rest of the, it's like not much more of the rest of the game. So that's still, that still could be a fear, but I think this won't be a Destiny, but
No,
I'm trying not
I
to get hyped
cannot
over a game
imagine
anymore.
that Ubisoft would not learn from Destiny.
Yeah, exactly. There's also though that, their last game, uh, Rainbow Six Siege didn't really perform as well as they thought it would, or as well as everyone thought it would. Because how many of us were so hyped for that game, and then how
Right,
many of us never picked it up because
right,
we
but
saw what happened?
we could see the problems in the beta of that one though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm cautious. I'm very cautious. That's my.
As a consumer should be. A consumer should be cautious.
I still have not pre-ordered it yet. I need to pre-order it though,
I have.
because I'm sure there's some kind of pre-order bonus or something.
There is. I can look it up right now, but I'm not going to. Like I
Yeah,
got some kind of hazmat suit, kind of dealy.
like Breaking Bad hazmat,
I don't think so.
not the yellow hazmat suits.
I think that would look weird.
Anyways, let's see what else. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Played that today for a few hours at least.
So you got you've obviously got now more than 5 minutes in.
More than 15.
More than 15 minutes.
I
Okay.
had I had about 15 at I did I did pretty much did the first mission, or Yeah, most of the first mission at Noxus for that closed beta.
Yeah,
But
I'm.
the second mission's a lot lengthier, I think.
Is it okay? I
Well, I
thought I
mean,
thought that first mission was kind of hard. If you didn't know the tricks to it, I thought it was kind of hard. I don't know. The second time when I played it in the actual beta, it was easier because I had done it in the alpha, so I knew what to do, what to look out for. I knew a little trick to do, where you can just funnel all of the enemies in.
yeah. Dark Zone.
How much are you still worried about the dark zone?
At first, I was like, okay, cool. We're killing stuff. We're leveling our Dark Zone rank up. I hear some loot. Okay, extraction. Okay, it's a minute and minute 15, minute and a half, whatever.
Right,
Wait, okay, rope. Put my stuff on there. Okay, that's great. Do it a couple more times. That's great. Then we what is it? We leave. We get someone else in our group. We come back. There's, I don't know, issues or something happened. The new person was one level under, so he went to another instance.
yeah.
Um, which he was still getting XP from us, even though we were because we were still in the same group, but we were in different instances. Which I'm kind of like, that something about that seems like it shouldn't work like that. Like
I can see how it could, because
that just
you're still in a group.
it's weird. It's like if say we were in a group in Destiny and but we were in two different, we were doing patrol, but we were in two different instances, two different Earths, and we were still getting X. Like that's the way I see it because that's the only other, that's the only other thing I have to compare this to because you know the Division and Destiny, they're like, they're pretty new ideas. The shooter MMO like, RPG qualities to it, games like that. There's Have there been any others besides these two?
Oh yeah. Um. Oh, there's been straight up shooter MMOs.
Well, I mean that I'm sure there have been shooter MMOs, but I mean like mainstream wise. The only other thing I could compare this to is maybe like Borderlands, but Borderlands is, not really the same.
Right. I'm actually more thinking like say like grouping up on like World of Warcraft. Like you guys can be in like two different, completely different planets in World of Warcraft, and like be sharing XP and loot.
So see, that's the thing. I'm not an MMO guy. The only
So like
MMO I've
I don't find it too strange. But you can change instances in the division. You have to change your bracket. What it's called,
okay.
I believe, because one of the changes that I saw was rogue players can no longer change brackets to escape players looking for the bounty. So
Okay. But yeah, I've never played. The only MMO I've ever played was the Old Republic, and I never came across anything like that where we were in different instances, but we were still gaining XP or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm assuming that the majority of people who are going to be playing this aren't too familiar with MMOs. Just like a lot of people who play Destiny weren't that familiar with MMO qualities and stuff like that. And I don't know. But anyways,
Okay.
So that happened. But when we got into our instance without our fourth guy, we were, I don't know, we were shooting. We were like, oh, we gotta go, let's back out, make him the leader, and see if we can get into an instance together. But I guess now you told me all we have to do is, I guess, change the brackets.
Yeah. That
So
I think I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that 100%.
okay. But then Blue was like, "Oh, Will's got a yellow pack. We got to extract." So we go and extract, and things are fine. Things are fine. Then I think, I don't know, I got disconnected from the party somehow, and then I see, oh, your team's gone rogue, and then people are shooting at us, and I guess we're shooting at them, and I'm like, oh crap, and I'm like, what's going on? 'Cause now I didn't realize I wasn't in the party anymore. Um, and when I get back to the party, Def Prime says, "Yeah, Blue started shooting everybody." I don't know if that's true or not, because you know, I don't know, but and like from there on out, we died, we respawn, go back, and just you know, we weren't rogue anymore. I think we stopped being rogue, but other people were rogue, and we just kept getting killed and kept getting killed and kept going. They were right at the door pretty much, and so yeah, there's I've had good experience and bad experience with the dark zone.
That's kind of what they expect to happen. Something like it's a dangerous place.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. I don't want to play too much because it's all gonna what's it called,
Go away.
go away, yeah, at the end of the
Re-
beta.
reset.
Yeah, I heard, I think Def Prime was saying stuff like, oh, gotta get this leveled up, or gotta do that, and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna invest too much into this.
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely excited to play. That Madison Square Garden mission again for the fifth time, and then again when the game comes out for the sixth or seventh time, depending on how many times I do it in this beta.
Yeah, are you gonna try the PC beta? Have you tried the PC beta?
It does that doesn't come out till tomorrow. Uh,
Well, yeah, but I mean, are you gonna try it?
I will maybe try. I don't know. My computer's at the point where I'm hitting minimums.
Ooh. Yeah, I
Like
was thinking about that the other day.
I was looking at XCOM 2 because I'm like I kind of enjoyed the XCOM an enemy unknown, so I'll look into XCOM 2. Can my PC run it? It doesn't meet the recommended specs, but it meets the minimum specs. And I said no with that because of how much problems I've seen, performance issues with XCOM 2 on even high end uh,
Yeah, what was it?
rigs.
I think, what was it? I think I saw Quantum Break, their PC specs, the minimum GTX 760.
I'm out of that.
Mine's a 780, and so I don't know. I might be, yeah, I'll be able to play it. I mean, without it, I'll be able to play it at the minimum, pretty solid. Which, I'm gonna get it for free because, you PC copy for free when you get the Xbox pre-ordered. So,
Right.
can't beat that. But I was looking
Holy
into
shit.
what
Well, I'm just looking at the recommended one. Oh my god, a 970
the
is
970 is not
recommended.
too bad. I think it's because it's an intense game. It's supposed to be. I mean, it looks gorgeous on the Xbox from what we've seen.
Right,
But
yeah.
Yeah, the ultra specs, that's what's crazy. And see, my CPU is fine. It's fast enough, but it's just the GPU. And I was looking into maybe getting another 780 and slying it,
Mm-hmm.
because I've looked at Googled that and I've looked into that and I've seen people do breakdowns, of like benchmarks
Mm-hmm.
of the quality of like the 780 or 780 if it's in Sly, two of them versus like a 970 or whatever, or one of the newer ones, not top of the line newer ones, but one of the average new ones, and it was pretty comparable. But I can't find a 780 anymore, or I
Yeah.
guess my 780, because you have to have the exact same, right?
You have to have the same manufacturer.
So you do.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I'm saying
I
you
don't
have to have
know.
the same manufacturer.
I'm assuming you have to have the same card. Not just manufacturer. I'm assuming you'd have to have the same card, because you can have, 780, you know, Asus card that,
Right.
but
Yeah.
one could be clocked differently, or one could have more CUDA cores, or whatever. I don't know. I know CUDA cores, but I don't. You ask me what a CUDA core is, I have no clue. It's a thing in a graphics card. That's what a CUDA core is. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really know what you can slide or what you can't slide, but I've searched my graphics card where I bought it. I bought it on Newegg. I even went to the I even logged in and looked at my order history and clicked the link, and they don't sell it anymore. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I can't even do that.
Yeah. I've just for shits and giggles, I've looked up mine, and oh yeah, I cannot find mine either.
One good thing though, Stuart, and the audience, maybe they'll benefit from this. The rumors I've heard is Nvidia is going to announce the new line of graphics cards in March for GDC, or around GDC.
Okay.
So, like the 970,
So
980s
yeah,
will go down in
we'll
price,
go down.
you
Well,
know.
I was I'm actually looking at them right now, and since the last time I looked at them, they've gone down about $100 since I last
Yeah,
looked at them.
I was talking to a few people, and I can't remember who. I think it was Def Prime. He was when I mentioned that, because Knox is looking to build a PC and all this and that, um, and everyone's giving him advice. And I said, you may want to wait, till because their rumors are, what I just said. And I think it was Def Prime was like, oh well, it's not going to go down that much, and I'm like. I could see it going down $100, when the
Mm-hmm.
new ones are announced.
Yeah.
Because once the new ones are announced, not a lot of people are going to be wanting to go out and buy, go out and buy a 980, because the 980 isn't the top of the line unless
Right.
there's a price reduction. So, so that's something to keep an eye out on if anyone's interested in, or in the market for graphics cards, because 980 should be fine for a while, at least a year or two. Because my 780 is 2 years old, and that's just now starting to, be the minimum. Man, and when I was building my computer, I almost bought two of the same graphics cards. I was just like, oh, I can do this whenever I need to. I didn't think, oh, they're not going to sell them anymore. So that's also some advice there. Let's see that. Garden Warfare 2, Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare 2 is now available for EA Access members.
Right.
10-hour free, trial. I
I will
downloaded
download
it,
that.
but I did not play it because I was playing Rocket League last night
Hmm.
and then the Division today. So I will probably play it tonight though. So um anything else?
I forgot about something that I played.
Oh, go ahead.
I did jump into Gigantic, and I played it since the alpha. That they've definitely added some stuff. It's definitely a little bit different. It's now a Windows 10 app. You have to go to Windows Store to get it, which kind of threw me off because I was looking on their website to download it. Um, yeah, that game is fun. One thing it changes your mouth speed. Like it's a slow mouse movement speed, and that's annoying. Like I boosted up the mouse movement speed to max, and I was still going slower than my normal mouse speed. That it's so weird that it does that. Luckily, I've got a mouse where I can actually change my DPI on the fly, so I was able to at least get it somewhere comfortable.
What mouse do you
But
have?
it's MX 518
The company?
Logitech.
Ah, okay. Okay. I've got the Naga Death Adder
I've looked at those.
right there.
My
2013 edition. So
mine's
almost
older
3 years
than
old.
older than that.
It's a comfortable mouse. That's one of the reasons why I got it. It could have more bells and whistles on it. It only has, two buttons on it, the two
Yeah, so
side
does
buttons. That's
so
it.
so does mine.
But I guess I guess all mouses really are more of this shape now, for the most part now.
Oh yeah, the
Where it
the wide. Yeah,
feels comfortable. I mean, it was a big step up from my Logitech G300. I think that's what it was. I
I
don't know.
I've looked at stuff like like the rat mouse and like how ugly that thing is, but I'm trying to think like that because that's designed to fit in your hand. That is designed to move all bits and pieces to fit in your hand. So
How
I
about that
I, I
mouse with that display on it that we talked about a few weeks ago?
makes no sense. Makes no sense.
I hate the fact I have a display on my keyboard. I hate the fact
I
that
like it.
I've never really used it. I hate the
Well,
fact that I spent the extra for it.
yeah, you have to plug yours in, which is weird. I find which is
Yeah, mine has a power source.
yeah
Mine's a
mine.
colored screen though, so maybe that's
That's it right there.
yeah.
Mine's not colored, or at least it's colored to the backlight of the keyboard.
I think you can watch YouTube videos on there. I don't know why you would want to,
Why?
but I think that's a thing. I don't know. I think that's a thing that they were like trying to tote about it. But I've never done that. Not even for shits and giggles to be like, this is so stupid. I've never even tried.
Yeah,
But yeah, you think they decrease the speed, the mouse movement speed when just to make it feel on par with the Xbox version?
I don't know.
Because
It was so
the
weird.
the Xbox version, at least I haven't played it recently, but when I did play it, it was so much slower compared to the PC
Also,
version
when you log into Gigantic, you're signed into Xbox Live.
on the PC.
Yeah,
Huh.
which I thought was that's kind of weird. But hey, look, my friends are all here.
Well, it's Windows 10, so maybe that's a Windows 10 thing.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
It absolutely has to be. Yeah, did that.
Alrighty. I guess news then?
Sure. News. Not a whole lot of news. We kind of there is a group who is remaking KOTOR 1 in um, Unreal Engine 4.
I saw this. I have it liked on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Twitter because I was going to put it in the show notes, but you beat me to it.
I did. It looks awesome. Like
That
looking
just
at the
sounds amazing.
at the compare pictures, like here's what it looked like in game. Here's what it looks like what we're doing. Like, oh my god, you just built a whole new game. That's what you did. You didn't even take the assets. You just built a whole new thing. Uh, yeah, and the game will be free. Uh, I don't know. It falls under um the remake or re engine refresh kind of terms. Like Black Mesa was one of them that did this, where it basically just took um, Half Life One and redid it in a new engine or an updated version of the engine, say because it's still source. So like that was legal to do.
I thought they gave him permission to do it. I thought Valve gave him the okay to do it
Maybe I don't know.
because I think Valve actually recently gave the okay for something else.
Well, there was another game that did this too. Um, Command and Conquer was redone in the Unreal 3 engine. It was called Renegade X. But you do have to own the original game though.
Yeah, okay. I own the original for this, so I've never played it.
Which when this comes out, which is it's called Knights of the Old Republic Aperion. I think that's how you pronounce that. But yeah, when this does come out, you'll be able to play it and it'll look good. It won't sound as good because they're using the same audio and music from the original game,
Yeah.
so it'll sound a little off compared to how it looks. But
Is it this is just gonna play better, or is it just gonna look better? It won't play any better, or
uh, they are adding new content, new worlds, missions, HUD, inventory, items, and companions.
okay. So maybe mods, add maybe some stuff people have made in the past
Maybe.
for it. You know, seems interesting. I'll definitely check it out. I was excited to see this because it's like I may play it now.
Right. Yeah. No idea what the time frame is. Not a clue.
I was gifted. I was gifted either the first or the second one. I bought one of them, but I was gifted one of them too. I think by Fadios, and I never played either of them.
They're good games.
But I played the
They're
MMO, so I played something. I know. I know. I am familiar somewhat of how the game is. If it's anything like the MMO, which it might be better than the MMO because a lot of people.
uh,
But yeah,
it's a different beast.
okay.
It's just a different beast.
Excellent. Alrighty, what else you have?
The February update for the Xbox. It's going out tomorrow. Came out the update came out for the PC today. I don't know what the changes were on that. Um, on the PC, what it did. Other than I think there's a compact mode, so it doesn't so you don't see everything, but you'll just see like one just like your friends list.
Oh,
So
there's a shrink mode.
yeah, that's
Okay, that's
I
what you
haven't
mean.
I haven't looked at it.
It says shrink.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that came out today for the on the PC, and then tomorrow you get the one on the Xbox, which is the one that allows you to again hide apps in the ready to install, which is great. If you're like us and get into a lot of betas and play some demos and stuff, you can hide those so they don't show up.
Yeah,
Um, and
I've
for
had
some
this
and for some
because it's
reason, Rare replay all the games that are backwards compatible to the 360 show up twice. And I don't know why.
a lot of those games they are using the three. They download the 360 version, right?
Yeah, and that's what it is. But they show up twice in my list.
That's weird. Um,
Yeah, so I was able to hide the duplicates.
are you not in the preview program?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
that's
but
what I
it's,
said. I was able
you were
to
able
hide.
to. Okay, yeah, because we've had this
But
for
until then,
about a
but
month.
until this preview came out, um, see a couple of the other updates. They re-added gamer score leaderboards, which I don't think are as good as they were before, but at least we got them back. You're able to just straight up join a friend's Twitch stream instead of having to go to the Twitch app and then finding them and then like that. Um, the Avatar store, which I've looked at once, there's some cool stuff in there. Um, there's some cool anime stuff in the store too, which I wasn't really expecting.
Did they? This one adds the pins offline.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, you're able to rearrange the pins and access them offline.
that comes in handy sometimes. If like I don't know, Xbox Live just isn't working well.
I don't know. I find if I'm offline, that means that I won't be able to access anything anyway, so the pins are useless.
Well, I mean, you can play a game or single player game or load up the media player app and watch something or
I've actually kind of gotten used to just going just down to the games and apps, just going there.
okay.
I forget, even though it's right there next to the games and apps, I forget what's in my pins.
You know what I would like them to bring back?
What's that?
When you press the menu button or the view button or the whatever, it's the three line button, the hamburger button.
The hamburger button. Yes,
Yeah.
I
When you
I,
press
I,
that,
I heard that today. I'm like, I like that.
I've told you that before.
Did you? I forgotten then.
I think you looked at me weird when I said that, or you made fun of me or whatever. But yeah, when you
Probably.
press that button, you before this new update, when you pressed it, no matter the settings, there'd be an option to go to settings.
Mm,
There'd be your whatever prompts, and then the bottom one would be the little settings icon.
mm,
So you didn't have to go snap, go to the snap thing, go all the way down, and then go to settings that way, or have to have it pinned or whatever. You were able to just go to settings by bump, click the button and then go down like two or three times, and then settings.
yeah.
Something simple like that. I mean, simple. I can't imagine it's that complex to do. You had it before,
Right, yeah.
but yeah, there's a lot of simple things they can do. I'm sure that you know they need to do. They need to add back stuff that they've taken away, but the ability to be able. I mean, I don't like the fact that the party chat is not its own app anymore
Oh, yeah, that
because
you can't
I've had a bunch of
three-quarter screen it.
issues. Well, and not just that, but you can't if you're having issues, you can't just quit. Close it out and then
Right,
restart
and
it.
restart it.
That's the biggest issue I've had with it. Like,
Yeah.
so there's a few things like that, but hopefully I don't know later this year they'll have a. I assume they're working on a new fresh design because I don't think they think this is going to be the design to stick with for a while. I
I think it'll
assume
be
they're.
a couple years.
You really think this is gonna? It's gonna be like this for a few years?
Yeah, I think they might improve it. Like I think they continue to do, but I think this is going to be the design for a good while.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they do something better because there's some issues. There definitely are. But yeah, that comes out to
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. You said, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, be ready to download that. I don't think it's that big of a download.
I don't
I
think
don't
so
know.
either.
I don't remember it being a big download, but
I
um,
didn't even know I had it for for a while.
okay. Let's see. I've got a couple things. One, Google Play games no longer you no longer have to sign into Google Plus account to like for them, and soon they're gonna have gamer IDs or gamer tags.
Cool.
So you know, keep an eye out and be sure to snatch up that you know handle you want
Oh yeah.
because you don't want someone else getting casual terror, right?
Then I can't say no one across the internet. Like
Exactly.
no one across the internet except Google Play as
There's a website. I can't remember what. You can Google it, but there's like there might be a few of them, but there's a website where you can enter your enter a username or whatever, and it'll show you if it's available on like 30, 40 different major platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Vine, this, that, stuff like that. I've used that a few times, when switching to stuff. So there's a tool there.
namecheck.com.
There we go. Yeah. Anyways, that's cool, I guess. I mean, I play games on my phone and I see, oh, achievement, or I see, oh, you gotta log in, and I'm like, okay, it's a couple clicks. It's kind of irritating. Never really bothered me too much, but I don't know if they're adding, you know, gamer IDs, and maybe they'll, I don't know, maybe they're looking to flesh out the, play games, Google Play games. I don't know, but um oh, speaking of, I've been playing that Pokemon clone, the Rick and
Oh,
Morty game,
the Rick and Morty.
the Pocket Morty.
Yeah,
It's Pokemon.
it is. I can't figure out how to catch another Morty because I can't see where to buy another chip.
I think you have to earn them, or maybe you buy. I don't know. I haven't gotten too far into it. I beat the second gym person, and then beat the elder dude, and got the
That's
coupon.
exactly where I am.
I got the coupon, and I got Morty from the gumball machine.
Yep, that's exactly where I am in that.
I got punk rock Morty, and he's a rock type.
As he should be.
as he should be. So I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. I like punk rock. But yeah, it's Pokemon. If anyone's interested, it's a Pokemon clone, straight up. Like I'm kind of tempted to give the show a try.
You should.
I probably will. First season on Hulu I saw last night. So, but anyways, my next or last topic, something that kind of came out of nowhere. Um, Activision Treyarch, they released a multiplayer only version of Black Ops 3 on Steam.
That's weird.
Yeah. Um what is where's the is there a link in this article to it? I don't know. I think it's what, $15?
That's not bad.
Yeah. Um
Wait, isn't
unless
the last generation version of
I
Black
was about
Ops
to say
multiplayer?
I was about to say unless you bought the 360 version where you paid $50 instead of, you know, $60 or $15.
Wow.
I wonder if uh, what is it? The multiplayer. Wait, is this?
It's
I'm
called the
trying to.
Black Ops multiplayer starter pack.
Yeah. Um, sort of. The pack. It says the pack is more like a demo featuring subset of the full scale multiplayer. Okay, so gives you access to public ranked multiplayer matches. Features weapon, paint shop, gunsmith, arena, free run, theater, the black market. Um, you can't play zombies or campaign, so zombies is out.
Right.
So that
You
sucks.
can't play custom games. You cannot prestige. You cannot access unranked server browser. Um, you cannot
So
access Dead Ops Arcade 2 and Nightmares mode, whatever that is.
the nightmare mode is like a reskinned multiplayer, or not multiplayer. Oh crap! I clicked on something that I shouldn't have. Um, but the nightmare mode is like a re-skinned, reordered campaign mode. Like it's from what I've heard, it's like it's not in the right order. It's all different and plays a little different, I think. Or I haven't tried it yet. But I can't really explain it because there's spoilers involved with the campaign. And I know you don't really care, Stuart, but
There are spoilers in a Call of Duty game. I'm flabbergasted.
the campaigns, people like the campaigns for the most part. Um, you know, people, I think there are people who like this year's, they liked last year's. Kevin Spacey. Ghost was crap. Um, Black Ops 2 people liked. Black Ops people liked. Modern Warfare 2. think I don't think a lot of people like Modern Warfare 3 that much because that was when they were starting to split up, right?
Yes.
And they had like Infinity Ward had like two other companies come in and help them finish the game up.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Was it like I can't remember the company's names, but yeah, I think one of them ended up being the third team on, the third dev team and made Ghost, which was bad. But was it Turtle Rock? I don't know. I don't know something, but anyways, that's interesting though. That the fact that they are trying this, I guess they're seeing how well this sells. I'm wondering.
Upgrade from that to the full version, you can for $45, which brings you to a total of 60.
Which, I guess it's reasonable because, you're getting all the game if you're upgrading. But I mean, if you just want to play, I see. I wonder if yeah, you'd be able to. I guess you'd be able to play with people who have the full version, right?
I assume so. I
Yeah. So
mean,
if all you want to do is just play multiplayer stuff and you don't want to spend 60
which
bucks,
there are times I'm like, I kind of want to play just a shooter online, something like Call of Duty, but I don't want to play Call of Duty. I don't want to pay for Call of Duty because I only want to play it for a little bit.
yeah. So something like this would be good for that.
Yeah, yeah. I may be dumb one day and probably end up getting it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it in Steam, 14.99, and then yeah, that's pretty crazy. I wonder if they're gonna maybe looking if they're testing this out on the PC because I'm sure they're thinking about the console versions for the future.
Maybe, maybe not.
Like I don't know if we'll see this for Black Ops on the console. I'm pretty sure we probably won't, but I think this is a test bed for like the future, games. So
Maybe.
who knows? But I thought this came out of nowhere. This was kind of what?
Yeah,
Really?
and then they come out with like, oh, if you just want to play the multiplayer, here's that, and then they find out that nobody plays the campaign or zombies.
There's people who play zombies.
I knew you'd have something
Actually,
to say about that.
I did play zombies this past week.
Oh yeah,
I found a random group to play through it, play through the map that it comes with. Um there's another map. There's like the giant map or whatever, which is like a remake of one of the original zombie maps from World of War, but it like in the sense it's that map plus a lot more to it. So it's not just a remake of the map, but a remake of the map is in this map, I should
okay.
say. I not played that because you have to buy the season pass for that. Um, I may pick up the season pass when the first DLC drops. I don't know. I'll just have to see what people think of it. Um, it was fun. I got through the Easter egg with this random group I found online. Um, got some achievements. Got to round 35. Had fun. Was forgot how much time zombies takes. Like I was playing that for 4 hours, and I'm like, God, it was we were at like round 30, and I'm like, this is a good time to call it quits, right, guys? And they were like, no, and I'm like, okay, and we luckily were 35, so it wasn't. But once you get to a certain round or wave, it takes a long time to get through those waves. Because they just ramp up so much more. But so that was fun. But I don't have the time. I don't have the time or the, I guess, attention span, or I don't know, the patience. I don't know. I used to play the just zombies nonstop. I used to play zombies for like 7 hours straight, 7, 8, all night long. I would play zombies. And I had people to play with. I don't have people to play with now. Maybe that's the reason. So, but that's, I wonder if they're gonna see the thing people have been wanting. A lot of people have been wanting them to split zombies away from Call of Duty. Exactly. So I'm kind of shocked that they're testing this multiplayer only thing, but they're not going to try, testing zombies by itself as well. I'm surprised they're not like piecemealing it. Like you can campaign for this much, and then see which one sells more. You know, that's what I would do. I would split them. I would split them up. Let you pick and choose which one you wanted. But I'm not working at Activision, so too bad. Um, I guess that's it, Stuart. I got nothing else. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's popped up in my feed, my news feed. Uh,
Looking, kind of throughout the show, nothing really.
yeah, I don't see anything. Nothing for this show, anyways.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it, though. We've been going for an hour and a half,
Yeah.
so that's fine. It'll be less once editing, but yeah, that's fine. Be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com, where Stuart's review is up for.
Danganronpa.
There we go.
Because
Um,
William would you sit there and wait for me to say it?
exactly, because
Because he wouldn't even try.
I don't even want to try. No. I'm working on a review right now for something, or I'm going to. I just got a code for something and I got it downloaded. So working on it. Game hasn't come out. Embargo is, well, like there's an embargo, so I can't you know
Right, yeah.
say anything.
Funny thing about the embargo on Danganronpa. I thought the embargo was up today. Apparently, it was up Tuesday.
Ah,
So I'm like, oh damn! I was like, all right, I'm gonna have a review the day the embargo's out. No, the review's not done.
yeah, I was so happy when we got the game early.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
getting
Especially because
games.
I was the one that played it.
Yeah, exactly. I like when we get games early and we can have the reviews out like before the game's out or when the game releases.
Yeah, at least I had the release date. So
Yeah, that's good. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at the GeeksFTW. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I am at Geeky William. You can see that if you watch our live show, or show when we or the video portion, either post or while we're recording live. So,
right,
uh, which yeah, Thursday, every Thursday at 6 Eastern ish.
that's the plan. Some it may be Fridays sometimes.
Yeah, but follow us on Twitter. We'll tweet it out. We'll let you know. Or just go to our YouTube page and watch it post. Recording. Simple as that.
Yep.
Let's see. I guess that's it. Am I missing anything?
Nope. That I can think of.
Alrighty. We'll see you next time for episode 250.
Bye. Stop that.